Hey, it's Crystal Diaz here. Welcome to my first ever live music show. Today I'm doing something a little bit different. Perhaps you're used to me doing more tutorials and commentary or even tips on how to use your voice more effectively. But lately, I've been really feeling called to perform again. I've been so focused on teaching and creating content that I have actually stopped singing. I find myself not singing as much. And so since I always ask my students and I encourage my students to perform and record and share their singing with the community, I thought, you know what? I'm gonna do the same, right? That makes sense, right? So this is my first ever compilation of 3 songs that I'm going to be singing live for you. So it's not live stream. You know, one day I'll figure out the tech involved in that to make that sound better. But the idea here is that whenever I do these live music shows for you, I will pick 3 songs. One song will be more popular, a popular song, probably one that I've done a tutorial on. One song will be an older song, maybe one of those, something that I grew up with and something that is close to my heart that I would like to share with you. And one freestyle song. So something that's a little bit not really genre specific, but maybe something that related to something that I heard recently, or maybe a jazz or something, or maybe even a musical theater song. So even though this is not streaming live, the vocals here are not tuned and there's no effects being placed on it. So I wanted to recreate it as live as possible. So there's no post-production. For my first song, I've picked Billie Eilish's What Was I Made For? I have done a tutorial on this. So if you want to check that out, be sure to click the video link that you see here somewhere. Maybe it's here. I really enjoy this song because I feel like it challenges us in a different way, because sometimes we think that power has to come from volume or come from pushiness or just being loud. And actually there's so much power in being understated. There's so much power in the subtleties. And this is a wonderful example of a song that is so understated, but so complex at the same time. I do talk about it a little bit more in the tutorial that I've done for this song. So if that's something you want to dive into, please do check out that tutorial. So for this version here, my goal was not to try to sound like Billie Eilish, but to do it in my own way, informed by the choices that she's made, or inspired by the choices that she's made in her recording, but really just doing it the way that I feel I might want to do it in a live. If we were in a music cafe and we were singing a song and I were to perform this for you live, this is how I would want to do it. Okay, so I hope you enjoy this cover version of What I Was Made For by Billie Eilish. I used to float, now I just fall down. I used to know, but I'm not sure now what I was made for. What was I made for? Taking a drive, I was an ideal, look so alive. Turns out I'm not real, just something you paid for. What was I made for? 'Cause I don't know how to feel, but I wanna try. I don't know how to feel, but someday I might. Someday I might. When
he's made for. What was I made for? 'Cause I don't know how to feel, but I wanna try. I don't know how to feel, but someday I might. Someday I might. Think I forgot how to be happy. Something I'm not, but something I can be. Something I wait for. Something I'm made for. Something I'm made for.
For my next song, I've chosen something that's really, really close to my heart. The first time I heard it, I don't know, a long, long time ago, I instantly fell in love with it. This is one of those songs where the lyrics are so simple, but so heartfelt. Like every time I sing this song, I feel it to my core. Just the heartbreak and the story around this song is really palpable for me, and whenever I come across songs that really make me feel that way, it's one of those songs that I know every time I hear it, I will still feel that same way, if that makes sense. So I know that there's many of you that will also love this song. So again, I've put the video next to the lyrics next to it too, next to my singing. So please, if you feel inspired to sing along with me, this is really what this live music show is for us to sing together and share music. So again, this song is something that really touches me deeply, and I hope that you enjoy this version.
Turn down the lights, turn down the bed, turn down these voices inside my head. Lay down with me, tell me no lies, just hold me close, don't patronize. Don't patronize me, 'cause I can't make you love me if you don't. You can't make your heart feel something it won't. Here in the dark, in these final hours, I will lay down my heart, and I will feel the power, but you won't. No, you won't, 'cause I can't make you love me if you don't. Close my eyes, then I won't see the love you don't feel when you're holding me. Morning will come, and I'll do what's right. Just give me give up this fight. And I will give up this fight. 'Cause I can't make you love me if you don't. You can't make your heart feel something it won't hear in the dark. In these final hours, I will lay down my heart, and I will feel the power, but you won't. No, you won't. 'Cause I can't make you love me if you don't know.
The third song in this set that I've chosen is also about unrequited love, and it's a song by a singer that I really admire, and I really love her work. Her name is Laufey, or I think it's pronounced Laufey. I don't know. I hope that I'm pronouncing that correctly. She recently came to Hong Kong and did a live concert performance, and I went and, of course, loved it, every second of it, singing along. And one of the things that I love about her is she's really bringing the love of jazz and sharing that and doing it in such a modern, fresh way that it's capturing the attention of the younger generations, whereas previously, you know, it's more rare to have younger generations really, in a popular sense, really love jazz. But I think what Laufey's done so well is that she's taken those elements and pieces of jazz and even classical music and then just modernized it in her own unique way, and it's really, really beautiful to see what she's done. And I love every one of her songs, and I do listen to it a lot. So this is one of the songs that's been very popular. I've taught it a few times as well, and I just loved watching her sing it live, so I wanted to do a version of it. Now, for this particular song, I have invited my good friend Richard Ralston, who is a wonderful guitarist based in New Zealand. He's an entrepreneur as well, and he and I have known each other for some time in the entrepreneurial space, and we're in the same mastermind together. And finally, after several years of working together in our mastermind, we thought, hey, how come we've never collaborated on a song before? And for this particular song, I wanted to invite him to play the background music, the backing for this song. Do check out Richard Ralston and what he does. He has a fascinating business as well, all about progress pods and how to make progress through tiny steps, because that's really what learning to sing is too, right? Sometimes we want to have these big changes, big sweeping changes, and then we forget that actually those little tiny steps is what leads to those big sweeping changes, those big transformative changes. So Richard has so much insight on that. So do check out his website and get in touch with him if you feel inclined to. I'll link to his website in the description below. So with that, I hope you enjoy this last song.
Don't you notice how I get quiet when there's no one else around? Me and you in awkward silence. Don't you dare look at me that way. I don't need reminders of how you don't feel the same. Oh, the burning pain, listening to you harp on about some new soulmate. She's so perfect, blah, blah, blah. Oh, how I wish you'll wake up one day. Run to me, confess your love, at least just let me say that when I talk to you, a Cupid walks right confess I loved you from the start. What's a girl to do, lying on my bed staring into the blue? Unrequited, terrifying love is driving me a bit insane. Have to get this off my chest. I'm telling you today that when I talk to you, a cupid walks right through and shoots an arrow through my heart. And I sound like a loon, but don't you feel it to confess I loved you from the start? Confess I loved you, just thinking of you. Oh, I know I loved you from the start.
Well, that's it. That's our first episode of the live music show. I'm not sure what I'm going to call it. Maybe by the time I've posted this, there will be a name. But for now, I hope you enjoyed this. This was very raw. Like I mentioned, I hadn't really planned on what I'm going to do, if this is going to be a weekly show or a monthly show. So if you enjoy it, please let me know. If you have any song requests, please do post that in the description, in the comments as well. I'd love to hear what your songs or something that you would like me to either teach or sing for you. I'd love to hear from you. And finally, if you are here and listening, thank you so much. As a singer, we want to sing for people. We don't want to just sing in a room by ourselves, even though there's definitely a lot of joy in that too. But ultimately, music is meant to be shared. And so I so appreciate you listening and watching my tutorial videos and being here and sharing music together with me here. It really, really means a lot. Your comments, know that they are all received with love and appreciation and gratitude. So thank you again for being here. I hope you enjoyed the show, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.